Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim, he's Justin for the Real Sports Talk. The New England Patriots, for the first time since their infamous loss to the New York Giants in the 2007 Super Bowl, are going back to the Super Bowl. They will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 46 after a 23-20 win over the Baltimore Ravens. Let's break down how this game went down, and then we'll go through our thoughts about the game. Stephen Gostkowski was the only points in the first quarter as he had a 29-yard field goal to make it 3-0. In the second quarter, Billy Cundiff hit a 20-yard field goal to make it a 3-3 game. That was with 14 minutes and 21 seconds left. With 10 minutes and 35 seconds left, BenJarvus Green-Ellis made a 7-yard run into the touchdown, and Stephen Gostkowski tacked on the extra point, so it was 10-3. With 6 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game, Dennis Pita hit a 6-yard pass, or caught a 6-yard pass from Joe Flacco. Billy Cundiff tacked on the extra point, so it was tied at that point, 10-10. And with 3 minutes left, the Patriots hit a 35-yard field goal to make it 13-10. Now, what's interesting about that is that the Patriots actually got the ball back with 2 timeouts and about 45 seconds left at the end of the first half. And if things had not shaked out, that the Patriots won this game, I think a lot of people would have looked back at that and said, you had a chance to, at the very least, get a field goal in that situation, and they decided to just knee the ball. And that was kind of one of their issues last year in their loss against the Jets, is that they kind of took it too slow. Regardless, in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 6 seconds left, Gostkowski made it a 16-10 game. With 3 minutes and 38 seconds left, Torrey Smith caught a 29-yard touchdown pass from Joe Flacco. Billy Cundiff tacked on the extra point to make it a 17-16 game. And then with 50 seconds left, Billy Cundiff hit a 39-yard field goal to make it 20-16. And then in the fourth quarter, we know how it went down with a 23-20. Tom Brady runs it in for 1 yard, and Gostkowski hits the field goal, or the extra point. But Justin, explain why the Ravens probably should have won this game, and then at least should have tied this game.
Yeah, I mean, watching this whole game, this should have been a tie game. I mean, to start off with the last drive was going to go to the Baltimore Ravens. They got the ball back, and Joe Flacco played out of his mind today. I got to give a lot of credit to Joe Flacco. 22 for 36, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He did outplay Tom Brady today. It was just a phenomenal game, but Joe Flacco led probably a big drive of his career right here for the season, and it came down to Billy Cundiff's leg. It was a 4th down, and I think it was on their 20-yard line, 24-yard line. It was an easy chip shot. Billy Cundiff hit it from 39, 35, and 20 yards today, and he just couldn't get this one. This was a big, big field goal, and the Patriots froze him, and it was just the end of the game, and this should have been a tie game. Right now, it should have been overtime.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to believe that a veteran kicker would miss that big of a field goal, and that's the problem with kickers. You can hit 3 field goals in one game, and ultimately, the only field goal that anyone's going to remember is the field goal that he missed at the end of the game. It's terrible. I mean, Tom Brady did not play well today. 22 of 36, that's not terrible, but the 2 picks, that needed to be something that propelled the Ravens to winning this game, and it just wasn't. Joe Flacco was the one who took all the heat. Well, he played pretty damn well. 22 of 36, same as Brady, but he threw for more yards at 306 yards, threw for 2 TDs. He did have 1 pick, which did not help them, obviously, but you're going to make some mistakes. He had a pretty solid game. He also ran for 27 yards. Ray Rice ran for 67 yards, so not as good a game as you would have wanted to see out of him. For the Patriots, BenJarvus Green-Ellis had 15 carries for 68 yards, and as far as receiving goes, Rob Gronkowski got injured late in this game, didn't he?
Man, that was just awful. His whole ankle was moved to the right by, I think, Bernard Pollard, who did. That was the guy who messed Brady up, I think, back in 08.
Yeah, when he's with the
Wes
Chiefs.
Welker in 09. This guy just has the Patriots number.
Yeah, and Rob Gronkowski would be a massive loss for his team. It's not that Aaron Hernandez isn't good, but Rob Gronkowski's been on another level this year. Him and Jimmy Graham were absolutely playing out of their minds this season. And if they lose Rob Gronkowski, that is a big part of their arsenal that they really cannot afford to lose. For the Ravens, Anquan Bolden at 101 yards, and ultimately Torrey Smith at 82 yards. They needed to catch some of those balls in the end zone at the end of that game, and they would have been punching a ticket to Indianapolis right now. Instead, the Patriots are going back to yet another Super Bowl. Tom Brady has a chance to win his 4th Super Bowl title. This will be his 5th Super Bowl, which ties a record. And you got to give Tom Brady and the Hoodie a lot of credit for what they've done with a team that is not nearly of the talent level of a lot of the early 2000s teams that won the Super Bowl. But Tom Brady is just on another level. I've really grown to think that this guy will end up being the greatest quarterback of all time. And it has nothing to do with the rings, but it's just the level that this guy plays on. I know he didn't play well today, but what he did against the Broncos last week, what he did throughout the regular season the last 2 years, has been so much better than what he's even done throughout the years that he won the Super Bowl, that it's really kind of just putting the icing on the cake. This guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and the Patriots now await either the 49ers or the Giants for their opponent in Super Bowl 46.